Picture this. Someone asks you, what's your passion? And all of a sudden, you freeze. Because it feels like you're supposed to have this one perfect answer. One big dream. One straight path. But what if passion isn't a straight path at all? What if it's more like a video game, full of side quests, strange detours, and surprise challenges that somehow teach you more about yourself than the main mission ever could? I've come to realize that passion doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through the unexpected classes, side jobs, and random hobbies. And it's those twists that help shape your mind, your values, and most importantly, your future. Let's be clear. I've always been passionate about the medical field. That's always been my North Star. Helping people, solving complex problems that human society has suffered from. That all brought comfort to me. But even when you know your destination, the path to get there isn't how you always expect it to be. I remember when applying for high school, signing up for this program that promised me everything. The path to healthcare seemed not so far off. But you can imagine my face when I opened up that application and I saw that I was rejected and I got placed in IT networking. I was upset. I was frustrated. It felt like this lifetime opportunity just got stolen out of my hands. I was supposed to be learning biology, not configuring routers and switches. But the more I leaned in, the more I understood something. I was learning to troubleshoot. I was learning to stay calm when in pressure. I was learning to communicate effectively. That's not just tech. That goes beyond even the medical field. So maybe, just maybe, this wasn't a wrong turn. It was a side quest that was still preparing me for the bigger mission. And this isn't just my story. It's backed by research. Stanford psychologists have found that people who are told to just follow their passion often feel more nervous and like failures, especially when the times get hard. Because in reality, passion isn't something found all at once. It's something you develop, something that you find by staying curious, trying new things, and letting those things shape you. So instead of being struck by lightning, remember, you should build your passion like a fire, one spark at a time. Harvard Business Review found that people who explore different pathways always come out to be more resilient, well-rounded, and grow in ways beyond just academic or career growth. We even see a similar pattern in sports. A 2024 piece by the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine challenges the idea of early sports specialization. They found that early sports specialization often leads to people facing overuse injuries, and even worse, long-term performance loss. This helps show that athletes who have sampled multiple sports before specializing perform better. They've seemed to be healthier, and more importantly, have broader skills that transfer across the board. That's the power of a path filled with side quests. In another context, one of my friends, he's a gamer. Well, self-proclaimed at least. He plays these open world games, and he spends hours talking to people, challenges, and doing puzzles that only help him in the better. He'll spend hours doing these quests. I asked him once, why don't you just finish the main mission and be done with it? He looked me in the eye and he said, because when I finally get to that point, I want to be strong enough to win it, but also I want to come out a better player than when I had initially started. That stuck with me. That showed that side quests don't distract you from anything. They prepare you for it. But you may be wondering, what am I taking away from this? This is what I want you to take away from this. Your path won't always be clear, But that doesn't mean you're off course. Even Yale research backs this. They bring up the idea that people who found to follow curiosity and not just a fixed path tend to be more resilient, and they take risks leading to a more fulfilling life. This might not always be your next step, but because they are open, they are more likely to succeed. So maybe the next time someone asks you, "What's your passion?" you should care to answer it this way. This is my course of action. Stay curious. Try things that don't make sense right away. Don't wait for passion to strike. Build it layer by layer, side quest by side quest. Pay attention to what each of these experiences are teaching you. Even if they feel random, ask, what am I gaining from this? And most importantly, stop and ask yourself that this is not taking me away from my dream. This is preparing me and shaping me into the person who can handle it. So the next time someone asks you, "What's your passion?" don't feel the need to give them a single answer. Because maybe your answer can be, "I'm working towards something big, but I'm learning through the unexpected." Or even, "My passion has a name, but the journey I'm currently on is of self-discovery." For me, that journey had started in that IT networking class that I didn't choose, which made me believe that I was disconnected and off course from my dream of being in my medical field. But it taught me how to think in systems, how to stay calm and communicate effectively. It didn't replace my dream, it prepared me for it. Because the path isn't always straight, but the path is real, and it's preparing you every step of that way. Thank you.